Merci bien. Well, despite a truly disastrous start, it looks like this is working out for me. Well, I don't have words. After the emotions of the channel, the stress of the start, the mistake with the start that we had to fix, and then that meant that I started an hour later than everybody else. All of this is exciting because it's an incredible dream. Sometimes dreams come nightmares briefly, but now this is a dream again. This is amazing. And what we need to remember is this is the start of an incredible adventure that's going to take 2.5 months. So remember, this is not just the start of one day in Conrad's life, in my life. This is day one of the Vendée Globe! Here we go! That's it. The last team rib has just left me. And it's just me and the ocean. And all of the competitors. Because as it turns out, I've just taken the lead in the Vendée Globe. And if that's not something I ever thought I'd say in my life. What happened was there was a problem when we were setting up the sails. And a rope went around the propeller, stalled the engine, and tied a huge knot. And that meant that I was no longer maneuverable. I didn't have access to the sheet, and the boat was all literally tied up in knots. And so, so I had to ask for help. And so Diego, the boat captain, dived underneath the boat, and he untangled the rope and got it all sorted. But in the time that happened, I was outside of the rules of the start. And so that meant that I had to wait an hour to have a penalty, and then I could restart again from a different starting line. And as it just so happened, that new starting line gave me early access to the new wind, and thus early access to the front of the fleet. So this is proof that in the Vendée Globe, as in life, never, ever give up. You can always turn an opportunity slightly complicated into one that's gold. And now the wind is coming, and I get to send the keel, so the boat is powered up, and it is time to go for the Vendée Globe. See you out there. Even if it's only been a day, it's still pretty cool to go and see land pop up on the bow. And now that I'm going around Finisterre, the northwest corner of Spain, and in a pretty tight match race with a whole bunch of other remorkers as well. Louis Duc is here, Jean Le Cam, Benjamin Pepin, and I've passed within just a couple of 100 meters of each one of those guys. And so pretty tight crosses here in the dark. But crucially, it's exciting to see the land because this is the first major landmark on the race course. This is the first left turn before we fire ourselves down the North Atlantic. And who knows, maybe this is going to be the last land I see. Because for sure I'm seeing this, but maybe we'll go through the Canaries, maybe not. Maybe we'll go down the African coast, maybe not. But this could very well be the last land I see until, well, Cape Horn. So fingers crossed I get to see that this summer. Otherwise, life is good on board. I haven't really slept a great deal. The excitement and also things to do, and also sort of getting back into the swing of things. So I'm desperately hoping that I can get offshore in a second and get my head down. And when I do, try and get some sleep. You see that flashing red light there? That is about to turn into the world's loudest, most obnoxious alarm. So we've got this alarm that lights up the entire inside of the boat, and it gives me 30 seconds of warning, and then all hell breaks loose with a horrendous. Yeah, there we go. So I am getting close to all the boats. It's probably a good time to start this video because I can go. I had to slow my boat right down so you could get across. But I'm on port, as you can see, and so he's on starboard, he's not wearing. So there we go. He's through. Means I can now luff up again. And get the jets going on my boat as well. Look at the size of the boat. That was a little bit unexpected. That is freaking huge up here. Oh, right. After that night, I think the Cup Finisterre deserves this place in one of the great tapes of the Vendée Globe, because that was tense. I went down the inside channel with Paul on video film just in front, with Jean again and and you can see that we were all getting smoked. None of us were going particularly fast, so I think that's probably a good argument to go around the outside actually. Because the wind was very strong, very unstable, very shifty, and I ended up doing the last hour of the inside passage under just J3, a small jib. Because in the middle of a jibe, I had a small problem with the jet engine. So when it was blowing 36 knots, I didn't want to mess around on the foredeck and try and get it down. So I decided that prudence was the best plan and took it slowly in the strong winds, and then just like clockwork. The wind died away, I did my sail maneuver, jibed around, and then headed back into the strong flow, and then it's just been hammering all day long, all night, all day. This is the first time I've had less than 20, well, that's 28 knots now. First time I've seen less than 30. And I just did the best jibe of my life. It was amazing. I was pretty scared, you know, the emotions were up to there, because if the jibe with this much wind goes wrong, then you can certainly break things. And it was just magic. So heavy. Cleanly got the main through, no dramas. Lots of stress, but no dramas. Oh man, I love this new coach roof. Best invention. I love it. Means I can chill here, be clued into what's going on without getting punished. So anyway, that's the latest details. Wind should start dropping off, and we should be able to go faster in a more relaxed way soon. And in the meantime, see you on the water.